Well, it's interesting because earlier we talked about breaking through the noise and
Hmm.
humanizing a brand, and that's how brands connect with people. You know what is storytelling, and it's a chorus of touches and experiences and voices, and that face to face is no different. I mean, you mentioned the inbox. Like my inbox is a disaster.
Hmm.
You know? Like anybody who sells any service or platform or product related to home services and related to franchising, they're trying to sell me something. I mean, it's just filled with those types of emails. Why would I pay attention to any of them? And who am I
Hmm.
actually going to pay attention to? I'm going to pay attention to the people who show up in my feed on LinkedIn and provide value over time. They don't just try selling me something, but they demonstrate value. And a lot of that is through personal branding, demonstrating their
Hmm.
expertise, showing how they can help businesses like ours, not just a
Hmm.
cold outreach, a DM. Like, you don't know anything about me. You're trying to sell me something already. I don't know anything about you, right? So show me why I should even pay attention. Make me pay attention. Be a magnet, not a megaphone.
Yeah.
And the in-person piece, when you think about the local level, that's the differentiator. You're going to remember that person, that caterer who dropped by, because that person is now a human being, not just a name in your inbox.
Yeah. And I mean, he even gave me a brochure. I was like, oh, I don't ever get brochures anymore, which those can work. I'm not saying they don't, but like it's just different, right? And
Yeah.
so if that guy does that 3 times a day, his business is going to explode, right? And Gary Vee says every single person starts at 0 likes and 0 views. Every single person. But
Yeah.
all it takes is just the right person at the right time to see it. In fact, there's a stat out that I think over 90% of LinkedIn people that are on LinkedIn, I think they call them silent watchers. I forget the name. They do
Yeah.
not engage. They don't comment. They don't like, but they see. And I will check. I'll see a post that I did, video that I did. You know, 20 likes, great. And I'll go in. It's like 347 LinkedIn members have seen this, and I go, damn, I'll take that any day. That's 347 people. I have no idea who they
Right.
are,
Right.
but all you need is one to be like, ah, Trevor. That's right. That's right. Trevor does this thing. That's all you need.
I'm so glad you're mentioning this because I've had this conversation multiple times in the last week and a half with my team because of the content that we produce in house and the content that we produce with franchise filming. And we've been pushing it out on all of our corporate channels. We've been pushing it out to our
Yeah.
franchisees. But I've also been asking the team to like, to comment, and not just to share, but post the content. And with the video or the graphic, the caption really should be from your unique perspective in the
Mm-hmm.
organization and your role here, and kind of demonstrate how you provide value and how you're a part of this. And I said, listen, just keep posting. I'm not worried about any metrics. You can only go up, and nothing
Mm-hmm.
bad is going to come of this. But don't be discouraged if you don't get 100 likes and you don't get 20 comments. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
them are going to seem like a dud. You know, not every post is a home run, and the ones you think are going to be great are going to underperform, and the ones you don't even put much effort into are going to go viral. You can't control it. You have to stay consistent. And consistency is what wins. If you
Yeah.
provide value to your audience consistently over time, it will pay off. And interestingly enough, I use this example with my team. I received a DM on LinkedIn from a woman who owns a recruitment firm that I worked with in a past life, and I've been with Zoom Drain for 3 years now. I have not spoken to her in 3 years. She's not
Okay.
liked
And
a
yeah.
single post of mine. She hasn't commented on anything. We've had zero interaction. She sent me a photo she took of a Zoom Drain truck in her market down in Dallas. And she said,
Hmm.
hey, I just saw this on the road and thought of you. People are watching, even if they're not liking. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're lingering in the background, but they are paying attention, and that's all that matters. Engagement, of course, we want engagement. It makes us feel
Of
good. It's
course.
a dopamine rush, right? Um, it's flattering if somebody shares your content. That's the ultimate form of flattery. They liked it enough and saw enough value in it to share it with their audience, and we'll always take that. But my goal is to get eyeballs on the brand. And I had the talk with the team. I said, keep posting, and I used that example. I said, people will remember us when they need us, and that's the goal of branding.